Hey y'all, just a couple little things to let y'all know what it is before y'all go out there and vote. I know some of y'all feel like, I'm not gonna vote. It's not a thing for me. It's not really gonna benefit anything. The choice. Everybody have empowerment and choice. So you don't feel, to be a part of the civic duty, no one can force you. But for me and what my ancestors had to do, for me to fill in those circles, I am definitely going out there. Matter of fact, I'm going out there tonight. But I had to let you guys know because I had to do my own research last night on the New York Fall 2024 ballot proposals, which is 1 through 6. So, after you vote for the election with either Kamala or Trump, you also will have 6 yes or no questions on the back of your ballot. And sometimes those yes or no questions, you really, the wording, the verbiage, you don't really be knowing what it kind of means if you already didn't, do your willy-nilly. So let's go through really quickly what they mean, whether you should vote yay or nay. Let's go through it. So ballot 1 wants to add anti-discrimination provisions to the state constitution, which will cover ethnicity, national origin, age, disability, sex, sexual orientation, gender expression, abortion rights, rights to access reproduction health care, LGBTQ for New Yorkers, things like that. So a yes vote would add these protections against discrimination into the state constitution, into New York state constitution. A vote of no will leave these protections out of the state constitution. So yay or nay. Now, the questions ballots 2 through 6 are strictly for Mayor Adam proposals. So let's get into it because we all know, unfortunately, how we feel about him. Now, ballot 2, he wants more enforcement and regulations by sanitation. So ballots 2 through 6 are strictly Mayor Adam proposals. So ballot 2 is more enforcement and regulations by sanitation agencies. This means that this proposal would slap the typical it would stop the typical lawmaking process that allows New Yorkers to help shape proposed laws through input and aims to give more power for increased enforcement and regulations to the city's sanitation department. So it would definitely stop the public from putting in their 2, 3, and 5 cents and what needs to happen and how it needs to happen and what's not working. So for some people, that's a no because New Yorkers have a lot to say and what we say matters. So if that's a no for you, then you care about, New Yorkers' input. If that's a yes for you, then you feel like, you want Mayor Adams to have more power over this division. Ballot 3 is wasteful spending, slower results, and less budget transparency. This proposal requires redundant review processes of proposed laws, adding significant taxpayer costs and delays to lawmaking. It also reduces budget transparency by giving the public less time to examine the mayor's proposed budget. So, of course, this is something that is going to be speedy. if the public doesn't have enough time to look at the budget, then it's more likely that it's going to be pushed through. Something that the mayor administration wants may be pushed through because there are so many redundant processes going on that don't need to happen, that's taking time and money. It's like going in a circle for no reason. Ballot 4, blocking public safety laws. This proposal would block the ability to pass laws that improve public safety in response to New Yorkers' priorities by adding excessive bureaucracy and mayoral interference in scheduling. Okay? So if you want a yes to this one, then, you're gonna be okay. So with ballot 4, it sounds like the mayoral would add excessive bureaucracy and mayoral interference in scheduling, which is, a lot when it comes to improving public safety in response to New Yorkers' priorities. So this is a way for him to block the public safety laws. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Ballot 5. So you would vote yes if you were in agreement with this, if you want Mayor Adams to have more control in this, and you will vote no if you're like, no, New Yorkers need more say in how, our public safety needs to be, our voices need to be heard. Okay? Ballot 5, meaningless and misleading capital planning changes. This proposal falsely claims to improve the city's capital planning process, but it offers no meaningful improvements and fails to advance transparency. It disregards independent recommendations to change the city's comprehensive infrastructure report and instead proposes changes to a different process that covers less than 1% of the city's infrastructure. So this right here is just meaningless. Like 1% of the city's infrastructure. So you would vote yes if you want the mayor, if you're okay with the mayor having meaningless and misleading capital planning changes. You will vote no if you're like, there's already a lot of money that's not accounted for. So absolutely not. And the last ballot is number 6, which is changes to unrelated city operations. This proposal claims to change the authority and structures of several unrelated city offices and formalizes an existing role. Most of the changes could have been accomplished through the city's lawmaking process that provides greater opportunities for public input to shape policy proposals. Instead, this proposal allows the mayor to make changes developed with far less public input outside of his